Yeah,
I don't know
I'll tell you
how much
what.
of it's been eradicated, but
Any parts and stuff you want me to use, you just load them up over at the embassy. She tells you which room to put them into, like one little personal rooms and stuff. And you just send word here when it's ready, and I'll pop over there and check it out.
Ah, well, thank you, Janet.
Hmm.
Now, what do you need? How can I help you?
Finding somebody to repair the picture is primary concern to me. Nothing else matters nearly as much because we need more books on horticulture, and also we were just tasked to find books on how to use what's that special kind of farming called? It's
Hydroponics?
That's right.
Yeah, been doing some research for you. I'm trying to locate some hydroponics equipment. And
That would be great, but we could use books and stuff on it too. So if you can find a way to get the library back in order, that will make everything here in the human cities go much better. Well, human-ish cities, she says, scratching her goblin ear.
Gotcha. Very good, very good. Well, Ellie or Doctor, shall we go find someone who can repair art?
I don't know where you find that, but sure.
Yeah.
Me neither. We can look around and ask people.
Yeah.
She says, well, I know nobody in Kinleyville or any of the human cities knows how. I've already put out word here.
Right.
And also in Beastkin, although I don't trust those bastards with it. It's too delicate. They like hammering hard steel together type things.
Hmm.
A lot of 1900s crap going on there, cowboy stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we could check in Gothic or Gotham.
I've never been to either one of them, but I think Gotham.
I've heard something's wrong with Gotham. I'd be careful about going there.
Yeah, I think Freddie mentioned something. If we go to Gotham, we will die from radiation immediately.
And also, as far as Gothic goes, they're currently having there's an army of undead led by a lich that's marching on the city. Last I'd heard, but that was like 2 months ago. So maybe the city will be there, maybe not. If you find out what's going on there, let me know.
Do you know if the halfway house is back?
I don't know what that is, she says.
Okay. Let me try that one. Hold on.
All right. Be right back.
Okay. Oh, can we break for food?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. And then when I get back, I'll, if we're retiring from here, I'll try and open the door to the halfway house loading with the chalk and all that.
Hey, just mark off a charge of your chalk. It doesn't work yet.
Okay. Check.
Try back season 5. Joe, what do you want to do? You're now soloing.
I will wait for everyone to come back.
You could ask questions or talk to people or wander around and see stuff a little bit. It's in the area if you wanted.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, don't say I never offered.
Yep.
Have you ever read the in-game boards and stuff?
For a bit.
There's some funny stuff that happens on the in-game boards, is why I was asking. Did you, Jason? Did you see the response that Freddie gave when you were like, "I delivered the architecture plans"? That was hilarious. You've muted yourself again, Jay.
Yeah, I did see that. He was like, "What the fuck?"
He's trying to figure out how it's funny because he's like, how is things working for him? Nothing works for me. Why are things working for Wrestling Rad? I don't get it.
Well, I'm just using the Duvalaki, mate.
Yeah. You're using the resources you can find, and you rather than wandering around going, "What should I do?" You've kind of got your own plan. You've like said, robot needs a friend. Oh, I'm going to make him one." And then it's like, I've decided on my own quest that Logan didn't know I was going to take. Now I'm on the quest for robot parts. It's a multi-part quest, but eventually I'll get it. Everybody else is like, do I have a robot? No. Then I'm done. Okay. So, yeah, difference in play style.
Right, where'd the doctor go?
Yeah, food.
Yeah, he's hungry.
Hungry. All right.
Are you Jess, are you learning anything new about role-playing games in this group?
Yeah.
Like what?
Well, I don't know how to put it into words, but I have.
Go ahead and try.
Oh, it's hard.
Just learning how to do an Australian accent.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever think of a way to phrase it, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
English, it's not optional. So.
Yeah. Very hard sometimes.
Well, hopefully it will give you a head start on your role play career.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's I think the only thing that, like, from the time I was 13 till now, that has been a fairly consistent thing in my life is role playing.
Interesting.
Make a lot of friends and stuff. She says, shows her like toss a quill and some ink into the air.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Do you have some sketching materials I could use? I'd like to.
She gives you quills and inks.
All right. I attempt to draw a picture. I'll draw a picture of Allie.
All right. Shows Allie looking at the picture going, if that's what you think of me, I'm going to have to stab you. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't think that one was too bad.
You think about stabbing him.
So, okay.
Trying to get better at drawing and painting and whatnot.
So no Gotham, no Gothic. Well, we could try the White Dove.
Gothic, she says, I could use information from there if you're willing to check it out.
Yeah, she says she wants an update on it.
Is that where the White Dove Inn is? Is Gothic?
Yeah.
Yes, she says. We used to go there all the time. Oh, I remember the White Dove. Oh, you remember the sausages and stuff that they'd make us? Oh, the sausage rolls. Oh.
I would not eat sausage. I think it's made of people.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Janet.
Oh.
Do you know anything about the robot XO-23 that's in the sewers beneath the embassy?
No. Robot. I might be able to get some parts from that robot to build you a robot.
Well, I want to build a robot for that robot.
Pardon?
But I'm curious if that thing is technology or magic technology.
Wait, why does a robot need another robot?
Well, he's
what
lonely.
Kind of robot am I making? Is it
he's lonely, you see. I need a robot that can communicate.
So you want me to make a sentient talking robot?
Yeah. Is there any other kind?
Yeah, I was thinking you wanted, one that could, like, I don't know, bring you butter or something.
Well, it can bring butter, but as long as it can communicate while it's doing so. Ask questions like, what is my purpose?
All right, she says, I'm going to definitely need some very high-tech parts and high-tech tools, and then I will see what I can make you, sure. But no, I've never seen this sewer robot. Is it an old sewer cleaner or something?
I got the impression it was like alien technology.
Ah. Did it come from the area near the spaceship?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Oh. If so,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would
As a matter of
explain
fact, I think it's where they found a crashed spaceship, and they disassembled it, and took it back to the embassy, and reassembled it.
it. Ah, she says.
But I don't know if it's regular tech or considered magic tech.
So you have a spaceship now.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that what's in the guarded building?
It's
You
in the
said it's at
garage.
the embassy. Cool. Can I
There's
fly the
even
spaceship?
and there's even an owner's manual that goes with it. If you can read Mandarin or 2 other languages, I assume, or alien languages. But I think it needs fuel, mate. Other than
Fuel.
that, it looks good to go. She'll be apples.
Right. She dispatches 2 people to go collect the manual so they can bring it here and copy it.
Good thinking. Good thinking.
Always have a copy, she says. Always.
You're wise. Wise.
Cool. Yeah. Is there anything else you need?
Not right now. Well, it looks like the doctor is glazed over again. Maybe I should try another sketch.
Would you like to make a sketch also?
No,
Alex?
I'm good.
All right.
Ah, look at that. Critical.
Wow. He makes an awesome sketch. If only that was your painting roll. Oh.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, you can make paintings that aren't Trump, then that takes a lot less time. You can make a basic painting in like an hour to get a check in painting.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, I
just
thought
when
that
you're
was
trying to. Oh, it's when you're trying to get a check in Trump making, then you're going to
2
commit
days.
2 days, right?
Yeah, okay.
Do you have Trump making?
I don't know if that was part of my skill I got. I think I did. I
No.
got Trump. Yeah, I have Trump basics.
Ah, good. Yeah, that's sold separately, so to speak. Yeah, if you ever want to teach that, in order to teach that particular skill, you need to make a painting roll because you have to paint it rather than sketch, and a Trump roll and a teaching roll. So it's quite a bitch to teach.
Right.
But
All right,
it
well,
is a really useful skill.
Yeah. That's the main one I want to build up.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, Doc Fulton's been giving himself a little deck of many places going and stuff. So, as has Freddie actually. They're both very happy with their decks and ability to simply warp around the universe to wherever they feel like going.
Yeah, I need the ability to travel better. All right. Well, I will attempt
It's
just a
saved
regular
many
painting
people's
then.
butt already. All right, sure. You just make a painting. There's some pot of plants and shit. People are always painting plants badly.
I make a terrible plant.
The big problem you're having right now is your learn after dying is so horrible.
Yeah.
It's almost like average dude off the street learn. You're like, I think Allie's almost got double your learn.
Do I? That's a good question.
Yeah, yours is like 16, 18.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
then.
I would like to point out that the dock is glazed over and is just sitting there staring ahead, and you've got paints and a
I'm sorry, I'm
brush.
here. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
Damn! I was going to have him paint your face while you were gone.
I'm listening to what everybody's saying. I needed to have another conversation, so I'm sorry.
I wanted your face to get painted.
Smiley.
So, right, what do you guys want to do now? He's apparently still alive.
All right then. Let's see here. We need some parts. We need some parts. We need some pieces, and we need some high-tech tools. We've already got a place for her to work.
There is not really anywhere that it's futuristic except for Bug City that was futuristic but isn't anymore, and I don't want to go back there. And the only other thing I can think of is where the one four-armed general guy was putting lasers and dinosaurs.
That is very futuristic.
But I don't know how much damage the agents did to all that stuff. So I mean, we could go check it out. I know where it is. Been there.
Yeah,
Do
we
you know
could
how
do
to
that.
get there?
Huh?
Do you know how to get there?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well, yeah. I've been
cool.
there.
Cool. Yes,
Well,
that is very futuristic and weird.
it's not too far from like a gate too. A big gate.
Yeah, so we need some high-tech pieces and some tools, high-tech tools. You think we can get those there?
If it's still around, I mean, chances are we can find parts. I don't know how it works. I don't know if they scrubbed it or if they just killed the invaders and left the junk there. Maybe they did. I don't know. It's worth maybe checking out. There's dinosaurs there though, so gotta be a little careful.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
The other avenue that is we can check out. I wouldn't mind checking out Gothic because I think maybe we could find an artist there or something.
Okay, so we killed two birds with one stone? Or was Gothic not a...
Gothic is separate. That's where the White Dove Inn is.
Yeah, Gothic is a low-tech place, too.
Yeah, it's low tech, but they might have an artist, like a art restoration person, and it's more Victorianish, so they would be more comfortable with large paintings.
Hmm. All right.
But I don't know what the status is over there, so there's a lot of unknowns here. But I've been to both those places, so we can go to either one using Clem's.
Hmm.
All right, let's do that. I haven't been there yet myself, so I wouldn't mind unlocking it.
So you guys head over to Clem's, and Clem goes, "Howdy, what can I do you for?"
Which one do you want to check out first? Dinosaur Land?
"I'm sorry, I don't understand," says Clem.
Clem, chill for a second. I'm talking to Mr. Rad here.
"I'm sorry, I don't understand," says Clem.
They call it Gothic? I've never
Gothic
heard it
first?
called-
Okay.
Yeah, I've never heard it called
Clem-
anything else.
Clem, White Dove Inn, please.
"Howdy, what can I do you for?"
Shave and a hot towel, please.
"Where are you going back to?"
White Dove Inn?
"I'm sorry, I don't understand."
Gothic?
"All right, them too?"
Yes, please.
Great. He puts the hot towels on your face, and when he takes them off, you see people are hurrying by the Clems. It looks like a lot of people are going somewhere else. There's also you hear a lot of different music playing. People are also waving flags, the Genovian flag, and it appears that or not Genovian, sorry, the whatever the fuck flag they use in God. Oh, it's got a big V on it or something, and there it appears to be some sort of jubilation and such outside.
Like a victory parade?
Quite possibly, you do see a random soldier grab some lady dressed as a nurse and do a big kiss thing. It shows the iconic scene, and then after he releases her, she slaps the shit out of him, and he goes on his way. But yes, it appears that everybody's doing some sort of jubilation celebration thing for reasons.
Is there newspapers or anything?
There are, but it looks like everybody is hurrying in the same direction to go somewhere and talking excitedly amongst themselves.
You want to sort of shadow the crowd and see if we can overhear what's happening?
Sure.
Probably.
Okay. We sort of move with the crowd and try and overhear what's happening.
Super easy to do. No problem. You guys head over there, and speech is already in progress. And the guy is saying, "We have pulled together as a team." And it looks like all military guys. You don't see any nobility. You don't see any councilmen, such like that. And since the military has seized control, we will be allowing anyone who wishes to serve the 2-year contract or until the military no longer needs them to become citizens. The body politic has changed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cheering. And he said, a citizen has the courage to make the safety of this human race their personal responsibility. There's more cheering.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, there's a lot of cheering and such going on and whatnot. We will not discriminate against civilians. However, only citizens will have the right to vote. Or less cheering. Several of the guys start up there, more cheering. So, yes, apparently it looks like control has been passed to the military.
All right. Well, I guess we'll linger until people break up so that we don't look out of place, because I'm assuming everybody's probably just mulling around here, right?
You act slick. You get card. They're your card. Okay.
All right. And then I'd like is there a city center or business area of the city or something like that? Like where where storefronts would be, that kind of basic crap.
Yes. There's actually a detailed city map that I'm not bothering to bore you with unless you're wanting to go and explore specific stuff.
No, I was just looking for like an art gallery or maybe even an art museum if there is one.
There's no art museum. I don't even think they have an art gallery here. Let's go with luck. Lower is better for what kind of quality gallery you can find.
Come on, luck. Do you feel lucky? Yes, I do. 30. So by 20, I made it.
Yeah. Hey, you find an art gallery, but it's not great. You know, it's actually, no, I know what they've got here. The closest they've got is it's like a hippie artist commune type thing where they all get together and smoke a lot of dope and paint and bitch about the man keeping them down.
And does anybody here would I find like the commune leader?
You are not confident in any of their abilities to fix a delicate painting.
No, I mean, like, would they know anybody who would?
Oh, yeah. Give me a research roll. This is part of research, is talking to people to find out stuff. You go talk to the hippies. Yes, you guys can try to support if you'd like.
I take support for my research. Oh, it's library use, right?
See if you get any bonuses before you roll. Aslan Rad starts talking to somebody else. You like robots? And the guy's like, what?
I failed.
I got you.
All right. She would have supported, or she tried to support, but you failed by too much even for that. So, no problem. Yeah, you don't find anybody useful.
I know what about like a print shop, the ones that print all the flyers and big V stuff and that's everywhere.
They actually have a newspaper here. And yeah.
So they're like the printers for both the newspaper and graphics, right?
Yes.
Okay. I go there.
All right. No problem. There's some lady named Neva Cooper. She's like, hi, I'm Neva Cooper.
I'm Neva Cooper. Who runs your printing and graphic screen printing stuff?
Well, we're up to we have black and white photos or black and white prints done by the Wood Etchers Guild.
Oh, the Wood Etchers Guild. Might I speak with them? Do you know where I might find them?
Mr. Canoe is, she tells you how to get to him.
Right. I thank her very kindly for her help. And we'll go check out the Wood Etchers Guild.
Excellent. You guys go to Wood Etchers Guild. These guys sit around all day carving wood with backward letters. And you meet up with Mr. Gnu. He's like, oh, yes,
Mr.
more
Gnu.
customers. I like the smell of commerce.
I have a question for you.
Oh, yes?
If I had a vintage print that had suffered some damage, but was unique, who do you think would be competent enough to restore such an item?
Some sort of artwork, a painting,
It's an old.
print? If it's a print, you simply run off more.
Yes, but I believe it is old enough where perhaps the wood etchings used to print it might not be around anymore.
Oh. Well, in my experience, you're going to need somebody who is good at restoring artwork then. It's a quite delicate, expensive, lengthy, expensive process.
Right. And where would such a person in this large city be?
I can do better than that. I'll write you a letter of introduction. Harumph.
A rough.
He writes you a letter of introduction, and you've got the guy's name, which is quite impressive. I didn't really expect to be able to roll well for any of my NPCs ever. I'm serious. I normally fumble with everything. They're like, burn it. Burn it's the only option. Burn down. Right. He says, you'll want to talk to Mr. Feng. He lives on Restaurant Row near the restaurant called Walk This Way.
Mr. Thing?
Feng.
Thing?
PNG.
ENG?
FENG.
Oh, Fang. Okay.
Yes.
Craw, not craw.
Craw! Oh my God, that was going for like months.
Calm. Walk
Don't
this
remember that.
way.
Yes, the restaurant is called Walk This Way. It's at Restaurant Row. Other restaurants in Restaurant Row include the Codfather, Bloody Bill's Seafood, Nacho Daddy, a Mexican restaurant, the Burglatory. It's like Purgatory, but with burgers, apparently. Wong Kok Chinese restaurant.
Okay.
And Fu King Chinese food.
I love that place.
Oh, great egg rolls.
I love China food.
You guys head over to the restaurant called Walk This Way. And
Before we leave, I want to talk to the guy at the wood carving place.
yes.
You know, I've been needing to get me some old wood carving tools. I was wondering if you might have a little old kit that might not be in use, and I'd like to trade you something here. I pull out a little dagger. Look at this dagger here. This is a nice dagger. They don't make them like this anymore. What do you say you trade you this dagger here for some of these old tools?
In order to become to have wood carving supplies, one must join the guild. A lengthy, expensive process. We don't accept just anyone off the street without the proper references and things.
I can't help you.
Right then, so you're not interested in this special dagger?
What
It's
makes
really
it
nice.
special?
Well, it comes from another land. It's
Give me
really
a-
sharp.
A dagger. Give me a bargain roll at half. He's not really overly interested in daggers, and this one's not doing anything cool like glowing in the dark or cutting his steak for him or anything like that. He would like it if it cut his steak for him. He likes steak.
I'm an ancient Roman thirsty.
He doesn't know what that is.
Didn't think.
All right, keep your tools.
He says.
Better luck next time.
All right, I'm done.
Right, you guys pass Fu King Chinese food and go to walk this way and see Mr. Feng in Restaurant Row. Yes, I have actually detailed out this entire fucking city if anybody ever wants to go explore it. So, Mr. Feng lives on top of Walk This Way. He's been living in the giant bowl. No, wait. Anyway, he lives above the restaurant. You guys go knock on his door. Old Chinese guy answers. He's like, yes.
I present the letter of introduction that was written.
Oh. How may I help you? Please come in. Please.
Thank you.
He shows you guys in, makes you some horrible tea.
I only
And
speak
look-
Japanese, not Chinese.
It looks like it's kind of a smallish place, but everything is really super aligned. This guy has definitely got some sort of OCD thing going.
In Mandarin, I say, very feng shui.
He stops. Give me a Mandarin roll. How's your Mandarin roll going? Come on, fumble and say, fucking, I kill you, family. I go find them. Oh, wow. You pull off your Mandarin. He stops and he goes, oh, and now they're talking in Mandarin. Do either of you guys speak Mandarin?
Nope, only Japanese.
Right. Both of you guys give me a roll at learn because the rest of the conversation will now go on in Mandarin.
You got this.
Neither of you suddenly blossom into fluent Mandarin speakers, which comes as a complete surprise to you. And right, they talk, and it just shows all kinds of ridiculous body language and stuff going on that you guys completely fail to understand. And right, conversation goes on for a while, and he's like, wow. Okay, so he's pretty amenable to helping you because you are apparently fluent in Mandarin. So yes, he's already well disposed toward you. Well, how can I help? He asks.
Right. Dr. Stephen?
We have a large art restoration project that we were hoping someone with your expert skills would be willing to help us with. It is an older painting historically, but it was ruined by some incompetent framers. We were hoping that perhaps a man of your stature and skill would help us out with the restoration of it.
I see. How large a painting is this?
I give him the dimensions, Logan. I've seen the painting before.
Giant wall size, huge wall size. He goes, very difficult. And what is wrong with it? Split into strips. Oh my, he says. Well, yes, I will probably need 2 assistants. I'm guessing you wish it repaired and reframed.
If possible, yes.
All right, yes. And remuneration?
What would you look for remuneration for a project like this?
I would have to see it first to give an estimate.
Okay. At a bare minimum, how much for your assistance usually?
I do not like to say without seeing it. Generally, for a small painting, he indicates something a bit larger than the Mona Lisa, 10, 20 gold.
Okay. Well, we can bring it to you, and then you can give us your...
He looks around his small apartment. We would probably need to rent a space to work on it and whatnot.
We might be able to take care of that as well. Set up a space for you. How about this? We will secure a location and set up the painting in there for you to work on. And
Here,
then we'll come get you and bring you to the painting. And you can give us your price and quote there.
please try to give me some notice ahead of time, if possible. Well,
Certainly.
just for the quote should not be difficult, but
Right.
I also work.
No. We'll initially take you over for the quote, and then you can go back, and then we'll arrange for payment and then restoration.
Yes, I'm not sure how long it will take without seeing it, but it could be many months of painstaking work.
Well, that is what you do best.
Yes.
Okay. It sounds like we have a plan of attack then. So I appreciate your time, and we will be back shortly for you. You know, within a few days, perhaps shorter, for you to maybe come and take a look at the painting and let us know the price that you think of.
Very well. And then he says in Mandarin, I am honored to meet such an educated person as yourself, he tells Rasslin Red.
The honor is all mine, I say in Mandarin.
Please feel free to visit anytime. It is always nice to hear my tongue spoken so well.
She.
He goes, right, he shows you guys out.
Okay. All right. Rasslin, I think we found an art restorer.
Yeah.
So I think if we should check and see if the White Dove Inn is still here. If it's still here, we can probably set the painting back up in there, have them restored in there.
Maybe.
I
I think this is going to be bloody expensive, mate.
Yeah, but that's not my problem. It's all the other money bags around here. They can pay for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it reminds me. There's some gems we could probably pilfer.
Convert into gold. Since that's
Yeah.
what they use here.
That's right, mate.
Got to. It shows Rasslin Rad. Cash for gold. Cash for gold. It shows them all the side up.
That's what you do, right? Wheel and deal and get us some gold over here.
That's right.
All right. Let's swing by the White Dove Inn and see if it's there.
Okay.
You guys go by the White Dove, and it's not an inn. It used to be a theater, actually, and not a movie theater, just like a regular theater. And it looks as though it's been partially burned down. There's a lot of swastikas that have been put into it, and then big circles with a slash across them, drawn over them. Gestapo dye has been put in. It looks as though part of the walls have been bashed through with a battering ram that's still laying in the rubble. And also there's several hung bodies. People hanged to death outside, swinging in the wind, wearing Gestapo-type uniforms.
Oh, that looks strange.
Yeah. Looking at it, you're thinking it looks like your old home was turned into a Gestapo headquarters, and then the Gestapo headquarters got raided, and the Gestapo was hung.
It's I don't know why anybody would have done that. That's kind of not cool. All right, well,
So
on top of that, we'll have to find a place that we can rent for to do this restoration at.
Well, unless this is still your place, you're not sure. Give me an amazingly good luck roll, Corey, since you're the one talking.
Okay. Luck. I feel lucky.
And pretty.
I made it. My 10.
All right. Yeah. You do see some kid that you vaguely recognize there, sitting outside looking at the place.
Is it Swift?
Not sure. Huh?
Is it Swift?
No, I would have given you a Sandy roll for seeing his blue-haired ass. No, it's you think it was one of the stable hands or something.
So he's just like kind of outside, but he's looking at the place. I'll approach him.
He
Hey,
looks at
lad.
him. Oh,
Uh, what happened?
well, uh, I'm not really sure, but the Gestapo came and they took away the butler and the other servants, and I hid and got away. And they were locked up in the some jail thing called Lubyanka, and they were going to. I'm not sure if they're still alive or not, or if anybody even knows they're there.
No one was here at the time.
I don't know. I was
Okay.
out tending the horses because you know what Mr. McKay says.
Don't
I
eat
like
yellow snow.
yes. He likes yellow snow. That's right. Um, and he wants his carriage ready and the horse groomed. Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was thinking of something else.
Okay. And did they take the horses?
The Gestapo, they used the horses. The horses are still there. I'm not sure if I should go in or not.
Yeah, I'm on
I
the
don't
fence about that too.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I don't want to get in trouble or go to prison or get hung. But the hangings are great. I watched that happen. Two of them didn't die immediately, and one peed himself.
that happens when you get hung, I heard.
The guy's like 13, 14 years old. To him, this is prime fucking entertainment. They don't have TV.
Do you know how the Gestapo got here?
No. They came.
Is this like? Have you seen this kind of thing before?
I haven't been alive that long, he points out.
Have you ever heard about this thing happening anywhere else?
No, no. If Mr. McKay was here, he would know what to do.
Yeah, he's on a long trip right now.
Shit, says the kid.
Yeah, a farm up north. He wanted to go visit.
I had a dog once. It got
Yeah,
sent to a farm up north.
yeah. It was very similar.
I thought it just died, but I was told it got sent to a big farm up north. Hmm.
I'm sure he's fine.
Hey, dead, mister.
All right. Well, sorry that this happened.
That was my home, he says. I lived there for
Yeah.
like 2 years. And before that, I was on the streets. But they took me in and they said, "Do you want a job, you little shit?" And I said, "Yeah." And I've been working there ever since. It was a good job too. I even got paid. I have my own money and stuff.
I think the good news here is that at least you're not unfamiliar with the streets since you were on them before you got the job. So your chances of survivability are increased.
And the winner for most cold-blooded comment to a small child today is there's your card. And
Hey man, just being honest.
goes, yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. So we gotta figure
I'll
out.
stay here for a couple days until I go off and get into some knife fights for some bread or something.
Yeah, sure. Or pickpocketing. That's always a good career choice. I mean, with all the celebrations out in the street and stuff, that would be easy targets.
Okay.
Just don't get caught. I hear they're very not tolerant to that kind of stuff. So
The military's taken over everything.
you could always join the military. There's another thing. They
Well,
give you room and board and
service does
citizen.
guarantee citizenship, he says.
Yeah. Why don't you look into that? Sure, they got all kinds of odd jobs for younger soldiers.
Yeah, okay, mister. He gets up and heads off.
Go get them, kid.
He was killed 2 years later in the trenches of no. Anyway, so
Oh, better than dying of like syphilis in the streets or something.
sure. All right. So anyway,
Okay. So, all right. So, Mr. Rad, we need to find if there's any place we can rent here and how much that might cost us, like a warehouse or something.
Sure, let's wander around, ask some questions. We just got to find somebody who deals in real estate.
Give me a business roll there, Wrestling Rad, to cut
Give it a
through all
shot.
that red tape.
I'll follow your lead since I heard what you need, you can get.
Ooh, that's a good one. By a quarter.
Oh, right. After talking to a couple of people and stuff, he's now talking to somebody who's like, yes, I'd be happy to. You realize that things inside the city wall, where you have much more protection, are, of course, much more expensive. You're talking to one of the lead real estate guys in the area. He says, so you're just wanting a large warehouse for some sort of art project?
Correct. Use it as a temporary studio.
Inside or outside of the wall?
Inside, mate.
How good of location? Does it have to be a nice location, or would warehouse district be sufficient?
I think the warehouse district would be sufficient.
We could probably get you something for around, well, I don't know, 300 silver per month. Do you want to look at some properties?
And then how much would it be if it were in a nicer location of town? Outside the warehouse district.
I'm still listening. I'm just going to...
Right. He says probably around 1,500.
Crikey.
Well, the warehouse district isn't bad, especially with the new military junta that has taken place. The power is again shifting, but even the military realizes that commerce is the lifeblood of the city.
Yeah, so what, did they shut down the White Dove then?
White Dove. One, he rolls to see if he knows about this fairly obscure property, although it isn't a fantastic part. He says, now that's interesting. Apparently it's owned by one of the councilmen who got through his support behind the military. He's one who knows which way the wind blows. His name is Mike Hunt. And he was renting out the warehouse to some sort of adventurers or some such. I believe the leader of that pack was named Joshua McKay. The Gestapo attempted to take it over. They did for a while, for a few months, until the military junta. So I'm not sure what he's doing with it now. It is possible that should McKay ever come back, that he may take control of it once again. Otherwise, if he's not found, it'll be up to Mr. Hunt to determine what to do.
Where can I find Mr. Hunt?
He gives you directions up to the wealthy houses in town.
Including his location?
Well, yeah, that's where he lives. He gives you his address in the nice, wealthy homes district thing in town.
Good old Mike Hunt.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of weird names and shit in this campaign for some reason.
All right, so he actually owns it and was leasing it to Joshua McKay.
Mm-hmm. Or Doc Fulton. Logan's not sure which. One of those two bastards. Or perhaps Alex Kinley. One of those three bastards. Probably not Alex Kinley, because Alex doesn't know what money is. So, or didn't at that time know what money was, or care.
So right now it's just kind of abandoned. It's been kind of ransacked a couple times, and now no one's claiming it.
According to him, yeah, maybe he's not even sure. Yeah, I do not know. It might be where. Why? Do you have some connection to that property, or were you wanting to buy it?
Yeah, if it was available, I might be interested.
I'm sure that you should definitely talk to Mr. Hunt about that because I'm positive that now would be the best time to get a fire sale.
Very good. All right. Well, then you've been very helpful, and
It's always a pleasure to meet a fellow business entrepreneur.
yeah, likewise. I'll seek you out when I'm ready to make a decision.
Excellent. Well, we have several properties and whatnot. We'll keep our eyes and ears open for anything else for your art project thing, as long as it's not a bunch of dirty hippies like we have in the art district.
Yeah.
No, it's we'll be employing a respectable art restoration specialist.
Really? Quite. Well, keep us posted.
All right.
Indeed. Go check out.
So we
Mike Hunt.
wander off. Maybe we should just go check out the White Dove first. Let's just go there and see what we're dealing with.
It's burnt out. The Gestapo are all hanging from it. That's where we just work.
But we weren't sure if anything was inside, right?
You've not gone
Oh.
inside.
That's true. Yeah. You want to go inside without his permission, or maybe get his permission?
Well, we are associates of the people that have an arrangement for it.
Not sure we want to publicize that just yet.
Right. As last I heard, Doc Fulton and Associates are wanted. But
Right. We
They're
could just
always
be.
wanted.
We could be interested parties for now.
Doc Fulton and Associates are usually wanted.
even if we did want to act on something here, do we have any currency? I've got no money for this place.
No, but I'm not sure if we have any stored to check it out. We might. Hold on.
I mean, we're
They
finding
do have
out.
some large, impressive banks here. It's the kind of banking where if you build a big, impressive building, that shows that the bank itself is stable, even though that may be a complete lie. As a side note, that's why they build big, impressive banks. That's a historically accurate reason why they do it that way. It's a lie.
People feel safer when it's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah. It's like, look at all the marble columns we have. That's a sturdy bank, by God.
We got amber gold and amber silver. We got
I've got 20 Australian dollars from 1890.
I have Roman currency and beast bucks. It's a craziness.
I love all different currencies PCs accumulate.
Looking. Yeah, nobody is storing any at the embassy. But we can maybe trade or rob a
Well,
bank.
they've got all them fancy gyms there. We could pilfer one of them, or a couple of them, go sell them somewhere.
Yeah,
So somebody will
Yeah, we
get
could
cranky,
see.
but
see what we can get. I mean, we're gonna have to pay for this anyway. I'm sure Doc Fulton wants access to the library. I'm not even.
all right. So
We have some like weapons, suits of armor, swords and stuff. We might actually be able to get some money for.
all right. So should we go talk to Mr. Hunt first and see what the situation with this property is, or is that just
Yeah,
gonna
let's go
tip
see
him
Mr.
off that
Hunt.
we're associates of the doc? That might just get us in trouble.
Well, let's go see Mr. Hunt and see what he looks like.
All right.
No problem. You guys approach Mr. Hunt's house. There are probably 8 10 guards hanging out out front, plainly guarding his house.
Oh, yeah, this fellow's loaded. Yeah, we better have our story straight if we're going to go up there and start asking questions.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like these are private mercenaries as opposed to city guard. They sit and watch you guys while you watch them and talk amongst yourselves from a distance.
Yep, they're on to us.
Nobody has any obvious weaponry on them, do they? Yeah. I know Jess has got a sniper rifle. They're keeping an eye on that. I like the alarm look she gave. Like, what?
I don't remember that.
I don't think you do either, but it was fun. So
Well,
she's always shooting people from a distance. What?
I have got a sword.
They're kind of keeping a little bit of an eye on you. They're not too worried. They got spears, so spear beats sword. Hopefully.
I just smile. All right, so should we just go up there and announce ourselves as friends of people that they're already doing business with?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, let's blend in.
You guys are crossing the no man's land, attempting to blend in.
Well, the guards are already watching us.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Announce ourselves and request an audience with Mr. Hunt, assuming he's even here.
yes,
So a big, tall puppy like this might be busy.
we're interested parties in a piece of real estate that he holds. If there's a clerk or somebody that we should talk to first, we're happy to do that. But as far as we know, he's listed as the owner.
All right. I walk towards the property. I hold my hand in the air, kind of waving towards the guard.
The guards nod at you. When you get close enough, they say, "May I help you, sir?"
Yes, mate. We're here to see Mr. Hunt about some business.
They look at your clothes like, yeah. Could you be more specific? They are looking you up and down, and you're not dressed like, I'm a rich fucker.
You can tell Mr. Hunt that we're here to inquire on the White Dev property.
Already know the answer to that. He's not selling it. He says that he promised some very nice people to keep it for them. So you let Doc Fulton and Joshua McKay know that the property is theirs. Still.
Excellent. We will pass the word along. We just wanted to make sure of the status of the property. And sounds like everything is business as usual.
Are you familiar with these people?
Yes, we are associates of theirs.
Get them! No, I'm kidding. Anyway, all right. Well, yes. Then.
All right. Thank you, mate. Keep up the good work. You're doing a good job of guarding the property.
Yes. By the way, we have received word. They look at their written orders. Yes. Please let either of those two individuals know to visit Mr. Hunt in the very near future.
All right. I'll pass the word along.
Will do.
Right. They go back to guarding. It's not a very interesting job, just standing around threatening people who approach without, being nice. But by God, they're getting paid to do it, and they're going to stand there no matter how long it takes.
Right. Let's we wander off. We're heading towards the White Dove.
You guys reach the White Dove. It is really just, what the hell happened to this place? You could either go in through the door or through the wall. I mean, there's a hole in the wall that's big enough to walk through.